serious with you. I'm still saying fuck you because truth be told, every single time I try to tell you the time that you're gonna be out here to really understand what's about to be happening. I hate for you to get out here on that day 41 hoping that it's gonna be like this when shit might not be like that. And baby, all I'm trying to do is prepare you for that motherfucking possibility. Because if you're prepared for that day, things can go a lot different on the day that it comes. But if you're not prepared for that day, things won't go no different. Because I'll be sitting there looking at you like you crazy. Because I'll be like, Chad, I already told you this shit. Now come on now, get your shit up. Cause I don't have time for this because now you will be throwing me off my schedule. Do you get it now? Get prepared because this ain't just about me being on my schedule, mama. This is about me trying to prepare you for the fact that you apparently want to come right back here and this where you want to be at. I mean, unless you plan on going back to your mom, tell me right now if you're going back to your mom. I can tell you, I tell you straight up. If you're going back to your mom, just let me know. Huh? If you going back to your mama, baby, that's not an issue for me. I'm not. I just want to know. I don't see it. Don't sugarcoat me. I'm the type nigga, bitch. If you going back to your mama, tell me now. So I already know, and I ain't got to deal with it. I ain't got to cry about it. Ain't no spilled milk. I ain't over here boo-hoo hollering. None of that bullshit. You going back to your mama? You going back to your mama, baby. That's not an issue. Just let me know. Mm-hmm. Child, you don't got to. I'm so serious. Like, you don't. You do not have to. I would want to go home too. Baby, go home. Don't get me wrong. If you want this to be home, you can allow this to be home. This can be a home for you, but go home. If you want to go home, I'm gonna go home. So then talk. Stop trying to stop yourself from talking extra state words. Miss Clark, talk, mama. You said what? I can't hear you. You said the girls meet in your family. My mama, I mean, for me, I got a lot of different. I got a lot of different definitions of home, but I still ain't found it yet. Better yet, not even found it. I still ain't made it fully yet. They say home is where the heart is. My mama, my heart is in a few different places right now. So let me put it to you this way. I'm gonna put it to you like as basic as possible. Are you ready? You're not fully getting me. I'm not fully gonna give you my whole heart. My whole heart will never fully belong to you until I get my kids home with me. I know that it sounds like it sucks, but truth be told, I mean that for anybody. I want my kids home. I want to be able to take care of what I want to take care of. So, wholeheartedly, baby girl, it's not easy for me to just be happy with one person. Because right now, it's so split in between worrying about other people's happiness. That could be that one person. You understand what I'm saying? And yes, it's a different type of love, and yes, it's all this shit. But I am the definition of stuck in the past. Because my past is my future and my present. It's not just stuck in the past because I want to be stuck in the past over a person or this, that, third. No, it's over my kids who's literally growing up without me every single day in the present and futurely going if I don't do nothing about that. So it's so hard for me to worry about anything else. Do you get that? I get that I'm the father of your children. I get that I'm all of those things. But act as if I was a stranger, completely come into your life, and you saw me and you liked me, and then this is what the stranger had to tell you. Like, I could see a relationship with us one day, sweetheart, but only when I get everything that I really want out of my life going together. I couldn't see myself being happy full heartedly with you every single day. That's where the moments of this comes out or this comes out. And I'm telling you, that's why I understand it. But now you have to be the one person to understand that, hey, look, I took time to see all of that stuff. We could be me and you could be in the happiest place, but I hate for me to make a problem because, truth be told, I'm not happy with self. I can't put it no more basic than that. If after that, baby girl, you still want all that extra shit, and that's your choices. But I'm trying to save you from a time of heartache by saying just sit beside me while I motherfucking, because clearly we got kids together, so then you can take yourself out of that stranger position and realize what it really is. Because I got to tell this to strangers too, not just you. That's it. Oh, mama. I just have to put myself temporarily on hold. I mean, like I said, mama, it's not that I don't want to be with you or nothing like that. It's just like we got so much shit to do, mama, that us being together, we're gonna be together doing half of the shit that we got to do. All the shit that we got to do if we do it correctly. Do you understand that? I want to build correctly, not wrong. Are you happy without you having your daughters here? Are you happy without having your daughters here? Okay then. I get it, but it's time for you to start getting through the day in the proper way. I'm not saying that that's not proper, but it's time for you. Let me like I had to explain this to Ayana. I had to explain this to everybody, and now it's time for me to explain it to you, Mama. If you gonna get through the day with me, there's a certain way you gotta get through that day. If you gonna get through the day with yourself, that's cool. Like I told, like Red was like, "Oh, Chuck, can I smoke? Can you smoke with me one time?" I was like, "Oh, Red, you gotta hit the bong." He said, "Oh, I'm not gonna hit that bong, bro." Da, 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 da. I was like, "Well, you can't really smoke with me." I said because I want to take footage where I'm showing off where other people besides myself is using my product. Do you get what I'm saying? And all I got right now around me is family. So if that's the only people that I can technically have do it, that's who I'm gonna get to do it. So like even with you, mama, like I said, regardless of what you want to act, like I said, pretend that you're a stranger for 2 seconds. Mama, I got 6 kids I'm trying to get back to. I need somebody that's gonna sit with me and actually show how much is actually happening, not the person that's like, oh, bro, I don't even want to be over there on that, on this, that, and third. I got too many people around me like that already to try to add somebody else who's on the same level. Oh, I'm not trying to be like that. Well, I add you to the equation. What equation am I adding you to? Am I adding you to the problem or am I adding you to the solution? Well, then again, weren't you the same person sitting right there with me the whole time for the longest, telling me how you didn't want to be on live, how you didn't want to do this, and I kept telling you that was adding you to the problem, was it not for me? And I kept telling you over and over again, well, then, mama, that's why I can't do this with you. And you kept telling me, but I still want to do all this other stuff with you. And I kept saying, well, mama, again, simply put, I have this at my forefront. You have that at your forefront. We are not the same. You're worried about trying to solve our relationship problems, and I'm telling you, I'm past relationship problems because we got kids and shit. Like, relationship problems went out the window the moment that I realized that regular boyfriend and girlfriend can walk away from each other and say, man, fuck that bitch, and that nigga can say, fuck that. I mean, that girl can say, fuck that nigga, and it be no issues. Being you, I can't just say fuck you because guess what? Y'all got kids together. And then some people might be like, but the kids shouldn't be why y'all stay together, but the kids should be why. And it's all these extra bullshit things in the middle. So I had to worry about it for us, mama. Me and you. And then me and the rest. Because like I said, it wasn't just about what everybody else felt. It was also about the history that actually went through for all of us at the same time. Because, hey, sorry, you're not fucking with me for this because of this, that, and third. It's not just because of this, that, and third. Like she said, just sitting with that girl who did this and that gave this and this, that, and third. It's not just about, oh, you just with somebody else and this, that, and third. No, that's actual real history that hits that girl. So then that also involves my child, correct? Hello? Do you really? Because when I ask you shit like that, you want to be quiet, and then I'm like, well, I'm bringing in a real life situation, like I said, because you the only one that's worried about. You say, because when I asked you, you said our daughters, your family, and me. I said my kids, which is 6, y'all, which is y'all girls that decided to bring my kids into this world, then my family. Which I keep trying to explain to you is why I'm on a whole different level. Because again, mama, you so worried about just your 3, me, and whatchamacallit forget, and then I still have 3 more. I want them to actually be around their siblings. I want them to actually be around their other mothers as well. I'm not just worried about ours. I actually want you to have all your kids so you can be happy. That's the whole point. How? I keep trying to get you to see that. How, mama? Okay. You keep saying you're trying to get me to see some shit, but you don't. You literally just told me it's not fair for me to sit there and for me to think that I know what's going on in your mind. But yet, I have you right now telling me you know what I'm going on because of the words I said. Okay, well, I asked first, and you won't say shit. I asked. My family. Okay. My family. Ayana, my family. Lucy's my family. Her baby's our family. They're all family at the end of the day, and it's not going to change anything. And I'm not going to change that, and I'm not trying to change that. And I'm trying to get you to see that. Mama, I asked first, so then, okay, buddy, tell me what your plan is. Tell me Harriet Clark big plan to be able to make sure that not only does she get her 3, but to be able to help me get my other 3, so all 6 months, not just 3, but 6. For jail, what if you've been sitting right there contemplating, like I said, because every time we get on the phone and this, that, and third, share with me. We're talking to the mental health lady about actually helping us try to get into Section 8. She's giving me paperwork to actually fill that out. I fill that out plus housing forms. How is us going to get into Section 8? Mama, let me explain something to you. Everybody knows that in Section 8, first and foremost, you most likely going to get that for yourself. Man can't even be around. I'm not trying to get that just for myself. It would have to be for self. It couldn't be for me because if I'm the man that's your baby daddy and whatchamacallit, they wouldn't even approve you because technically I'm there. I know this for a fact. I mean, for a fact, because actually they tried to get Zaria to do the same shit. And they told her to put me on child support and everything so she could get Section 8 even faster. She said no. So all the stuff that you're saying, I know for a fact how it works, mama. I mean, technically, I'm the nigga that had to go put myself on child support to show that I actually care about getting my kids. So I had to do a lot of research. So while you're telling me these things, that's the only reason I'm answering it the way I'm answering it, because all the things that you're telling me, this is what the outcome will be. But that's what you just said you were doing, mama. I'm just telling you about the... Okay, go ahead. I'm telling you, let me at least get to B before you just jump in on A and directly go for it. Well, I'm just explaining why A would be a problem, but go ahead to B. One way to find a problem and solution I just gave you. Get to B. Get to be, because all the stuff that you okay, go ahead. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say that until I hear all of it, because most of it she needs to have custody of children, to custody of actual kids, which she does not have, to get any of this stuff. She's not just by herself. She has to actually have a child or custody of that child. I'm trying to figure out a real solution that she might have that would show that, hey, look, she's thinking about. It's not that I'm finding a problem. Let me explain something to you. If you say this is a solution, correct? Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Miss Clark, Miss Clark, Miss Clark, Miss Clark, listen to me for 2 seconds. If you say this is a solution, well then, mama, that's the whole point of having somebody that's standing right next to you. When you have somebody that actually knows or can know, instead of allowing you to go do a situation that might not actually work, and you put all of your fucking potatoes into one goddamn basket, right? What happens when it works? Mama, if it works, it works. That's the whole point. Mama, if it works, it works. But let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, miss. If it works, right? You gotta have custody of your kids, maybe, to get Section 8 for real, for real. And then, okay, but you say if it works, they're not going to just put you on. So all this extra shit, because I'm the one that has to think about everything that you're saying and give you the extra shit to have. So boom, let's say it does work. That's great. How long are you going to sit on the waiting list? And then what you're going to do while you're sitting on that waiting list? Because first off, there is one of those. They could fast track you, but it's still a fast track waiting list because there are people in front of you that's already there. You said, what happens if it works? I'm being realistically honest with you and trying to tell you, I'm not tearing your fucking shit down. I'm trying to show you that in the midst of all of these great ideas that you do have, there are other things that you still have to think about that's going to be happening in that time period. So, ma'am, I'm not sitting here and saying, oh no, fuck your idea. Da, da, da. No, bitch, I'm actually saying, great idea. But there's also this little part that you haven't thought about in the middle of that. So let's go ahead and fill that in as well while we're coming up with this game plan together. Because guess what? While it has to still be you, us, this, because like you said, you're doing that, that's great. I'm still showing you what I'm doing on my side of the fence, but now it has... Again, mama, I said together, so I'm giving you the part where I just got it. We just having this conversation today. We've been talking this whole time, but these are the conversations that we're having right now, okay? So again, you said I'm excluding myself out. I'm not. I'm just showing you, baby girl, in the middle of all of this, we're getting Section 8. We're getting that again, there's a waiting list. So what do you plan on doing in the middle of that waiting list time? We don't know how long it could take. It could take a month. It could take longer. Huh? That's great. That takes seconds. Now, that takes seconds. That's not even long enough to really make you sit here and think about nothing for because like long as you got the right transportation and shit, even if you just get online, put in your information like that, you can get all of that easily enough. That's quick, sweetheart. Like I said, within a week or two, if you're really on your shit like you say you are. Mama, I got you your ID already. Hold up. Listen, you have your ID. Hold up, sweetheart. That's then. This is now. Hold up. Sweetheart, you keep saying, I'm going to get this. You already have your ID, right? So that's easy enough to go get your social. Once you get your social, because you already have your ID, that's going to be the quickest thing ever. Once you have your social and your ID, you go get your birth certificate. That's the only thing. Like I said, I already had stepped you into that already. So stop saying, I'm going to get my ID. Your ID is right here. It's in the house. I literally look at it every single time. Like, it's sitting right here. It's in this fucking house. You don't need another ID. You might need a social security card. It's not expired or old, and even if it, Miss Ma'am, even if it is expired and old, you still have that one to go get another one because yes, it expired while you was in jail. So all you have to do is just say, I simply was sitting in jail the whole time, and now my ID is expired. Just like I took you up there last time. That's simple. I'm trying to show you how the stuff that you're so big worried about is simple. I'm literally not big worried about Ariana situated. That's the whole point. And all you're saying is, I'm going to get my ID, I'm going to get this, I'm going to get that. Mama, what's the next plan? Well, baby, I have this situated. Well, baby, what are you doing? Well, I have this situated. Well, baby, what are you doing? I have this situated. Well, what's the next plan? So, you got your ID. I have situated right in front of your face. And you're looking in your face. I'm holding it right here, baby. I'm holding it right here. Mama. You just gotta look in front of you. Mama. You gotta look in front of you. Just 5 seconds. Look down. Just look down. And you're telling me I can't look down here. What do you mean? Mama, again, it's not about if I can look down, up, around, sideways. Again, it's about me understanding that you're gonna need certain things, prove certain things, show certain things. For all the stuff in the plans that you have planned, again, I don't want you to fall or slip. I want your I's dotted, T's crossed past that. So if you gotta go through this a billion times, be happy that you was able to go through it a billion times. Because truth be told, it's not just about if this is going to work for the right now. Because we gotta keep going. So once we get all of this established, this is the foundation that apparently is supposed to be us getting our kids home to us, correct? So yes, I don't care if you might feel like I'm over here going through it 5 million times, 6 million times, 7 million times. I could go through it 100 million times because guess what? The moment that we actually had our kids, we already slipped and got them snatched away from us. So I should be over the past the perfectionist to saying that we have to be like that so we can actually make sure that because they already took them, sweetheart. They don't feel like we should have them. That's the point that I'm trying to show you. So every single thing that we have to show, it has to show a why. First off, we can go get them back from your mother or whoever that we need to get our kids back and show that we're more competent. That's what you're not understanding. We have to show that we're so much more competent than them to be able to even get them back from them. Not just halftime, we're talking full custody or this, that, and third. Because now we're talking not just saying, because if you want to think about the real, first step is, well, once we go in there, it's going to be like, well, y'all can maybe get visitations and supervised visos. And then the next step is this. And then the next step is that. I'm trying to show you how, baby girl, I thought about all the increments before we get to the full thing, but I'm trying to get this foundation together so well that the increments wouldn't even matter. Yeah, we start with small visos. Then we go to this. Then we go to that. Because, again, the people that we're trying to snatch them from is apparently your mama.
You have 1 minute left.
Is apparently the same woman who goes to work every single day and does this and does that. And we're trying to show how much we're matched up to her and outweigh this adult. So before you say, Mama, I'm coming at you this, that, and third, I'm actually trying to show you how much I think about this and have thought about this and put real thought in this. So yes, I'm questioning, asking, making sure the paperwork is there, this is that, and the third, because Mama, if one small thing is missing, just one small piece, you could have every single thing matched up, but that one domino that did not fall stopped the rest of it from even becoming a cascade. Do you understand that? So yeah, sorry, baby girl. I'm going through every single fucking letter to make sure that by the time this happens, we're not 27, 28, 29, 30. You're just trying to say, I'm about to be 26. Exactly, sweetheart, we're about to be 26.
Securus. Goodbye.
Ooh, fucking weed. God damn it. I swear to God, every single time I have to show that girl my brain, she don't understand it. Because she over here trying to think that big plan. I'm like, fuck a big plan. What is a motherfucking big plan? Talking to, hey, yo, what's a big plan compared to the full motherfucking picture? Like, that's it. That's all I be trying to tell her. Like, it's a bigger plan. It's a big picture. The kids are already gone. So you're sitting right here mad because I'm trying to pinpoint and dot everything that literally, if it's literally not, sweetheart, we're falling right back to where we're at. And worse, because we decided to put ourselves out there in the first hand and tell them, well, we're ready. And now, if we're not ready, they're going to still stay a part of this shit. Right now, they're not. Right now, they're not a part of nothing. We have nothing to motherfucking... We don't have to worry about that right now. We just all have all the time in the world, sort of, kind of, but not really, to actually get ready. That's the motherfucking point. Hi, Mika. I'm talking to this girl, trying to get her to understand that we got to get ready for this world that she want to claim that she's ready for. And she's talking about she want to get Section 8. She want to get this. I'm like, how you going to get Section 8 without even having the kids? How you going to get this without even doing half the shit that we're not doing or doing? And it's, like I told her, her plans are backwards, but not as backwards as they, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's just like... Well, she got to think about it. She keeps hearing everybody else and probably around her telling her, "Oh, girl, you can do this. Girl, you can do this. Girl, you can do this." And you know what, Harriet? She ain't telling every fucking thing. She ain't telling all the bullshit that she ain't been doing or what. So what's y'all stuff to get? That's what I'm trying to figure out now, baby. That's what I'm trying to tell her. I'm trying to ask her right now. What's the steps to get the kids for her? For me, shit. Girl, I'm already there. I'm I'm incrementing out my house and to totality, and I don't even got to leave from this house to really get mine. I just got to get this house together, and in order. This is a motherfucking nice ass acre ass house, and I'm looking at the property. If we take care of it correctly and everything like that, why not be able to try to have my kids come here? Even if I, like I said, starting out with Vizos and everything like that, because I understand where it has to go for me, not what everybody else think I'm gonna have to do. So if I got to start out with Vizos and everything like that, I can have somebody come through and be like, "Hey, look, he can actually get visitations. He can actually get this. He can actually get that." And it's all the things that I might need. So I'm not just trying to get my kids right here all the way under me. That's stupid as fuck. And understandably so, my kids coming straight under me like that, that's never gonna happen. I have to be realistic about the motherfucking realistic of things. What judge is gonna say, yes, we're gonna give you all the rights to your kids absolutely right now for every no, they're not. So I have to go in there understanding that I gotta be workable with, they gotta be workable with. And so the first thing to go in there is to be like, hey look, I don't think it's right that I'm not, and that's why I'm taking the time to show, like when I do call, when I do this, I'm gonna show them that I want all of this change. If I just want a phone call with my daughter, I should have rights to phone calls with my daughter. If I want to be able to see my daughter at least once or twice out the month, even 3 times out the month, that's just once a week if I can do it correctly, maybe, and I'm missing a week out there. That should be motherfucking more than okay. If I'm showing that, hey, look, what am I doing wrong? Especially if me and her sitting right here together. That's why I keep trying to explain to her. Me and her has to do it together, and they would automatically be like, yes, what he's asking for isn't too much to actually give because you're giving it to both parents at the same time. That's what I'm trying to show her. While she's trying to get everywhere else and do all this other stuff, I say, Mama, stop trying to do all of that. And you're putting too much pressure on yourself. That's why you're so pressurized. You over here talking about, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I'm like, well, stop trying to do all that, Mama. Like, think about the environment that you're already in. Let's see how we can motherfucking maybe change that part first. And then we can get to a new environment. The judge didn't ask us to get to a new house. People are trying to make us go to a new house. I say, but what's wrong with the house that we're here right now? If we're only asking for Vizos and this, that, and the thing first, then, as we build up to maybe being able to get a new house, then we can start asking the judge, well, now that we finally got our own house and our own apartment, our own place to actually call our own, now maybe the kids can come and actually stay with us from time to time, and we can start doing co-parenting, whatever the case may be, until we can get to full time out of the motherfucking shit. That's what I'm trying to show here we can do. But if she's so busy looking at all this extra big shit, I'm like, Mama, I'm trying to get you to cut all that shit the hell out, because right now that's not something that we are able to do, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Let's do what we can. Let's show that what we can do as well, and then see what we can get from what we can do, and see where we can go from that and move forward. I don't know. I just think that that's the best way to do it when you don't want to put too much pressure on anything. Like I said, especially with her just now getting out of jail. Coming out of jail, it's going to be April 20th, by the way. She's getting out April 20th. When her getting out of jail, it's going to be a lot on her and this, that, and third. Like I keep trying to explain to her, you think a judge is going to give her kids right back, right after just now getting out of jail? She needs to think about all the realistic things that the judge is going to be looking at. He's going to be looking at her record. He's going to be looking at this. He's going to be looking at that. And mine's included. So while she's having all these perfect, great epiphanies, I'm like, look at where you're coming from. Going straight to a courtroom telling the judge, I want my kids today. Child, you just basically did a year in prison. Then just did another year in prison right before that. You was on motherfucking the run, technically, sitting down with your baby father, sitting right here doing this. What was this? Anything of the sort. I'm trying to show her, like, think logically. Like, real logic versus what everybody else is trying to ram down your head or this, that, and third. I'm like, great. Yeah, and when you go picture yourself in front of the judge and the judge starts laughing at you and you be sitting there looking like, well, what did I say wrong, judge? I mean, don't be looking at you like, Mama, I tried to tell you. Prepare yourself. Know what you're actually going in front of the judge and actually asking for and telling and trying to say. Like I said, you're going to go in front of the judge and say, I don't want my mama to raise my kids no more. I want to be the one to raising my kids. I want all this stuff to myself. And da-da-da-da. Judge going to ask you, well, how are you more competent than your mother? Tell me everything that you're doing is better than what your mother is doing. And then maybe I'll give you an ear as to why you could maybe even try to slide in there and co-parent with your mother or get something back from her. I'm not going to take it away from her completely unless you show me a reason why she shouldn't have it in the first place. Then let's not even talk about that, because if you're not competent enough to have it and your mother's not competent enough to have it, what are your kids going to go? To the system? Like I said, before we decide to do any of these things, we have to see how each side is really. We be like, we want to put the courts. The only thing that made me lucky, explain something to y'all, that could bring when the courts get a part of that. Who knows how that could actually have on my whole family involved? Because we decided to bring an outside source in. I just logically into things, people. I know Miss Cookie be sitting there drinking.
From Harriet Clark.
My bad.
An incarcerated individual at McRae Women's Facility. This call is being terminated. No third-party calls are allowed. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, press 2.
What? It. What? I don't know how that happened. That was weird. Mm, um. What? What? I don't know what just happened there. Well, that happened. Oh, well, I'll be right back, y'all. She might call me back. Hold up, y'all.